Good night. Welcome to the I Disagree podcast. I'm your boy Grant.
And I'm Albert Bridge.
We're going to talk about first the CPL. Fantastic tournament. I enjoyed it. It was very well ran. The owners did a good job. It was great matches. I enjoyed CPL.
It was a good CPL. I had the Barbados Warriors to win with a 4 shot. Carla. What did you take away from the tournament?
Well, first of all, I'm a little iffy about Ghana having the hosting tournament for the next 3 years.
3 years?
So I feel like I might want to go to a game. Just saying, but I understand why they did that. They're trying to cut down on travel. So every region is going to have a contract
For 3 years?
I don't think it's going to be, well, Ghana has it for 3 years. I don't think every region is going to have it for 3 years.
So Barbados going to get any?
We might get it women, so CPL. The women's CPL was a success as well. Everything was fantastic. I thought Brandon King was excellent. I thought Wagner Powell's captaincy was excellent. I thought that the best team on paper was poor. I think Trinidad, when you look at the team they had.
Yeah. Trinidad, to me, was the letdown of this tournament. At first it was going to be Ghana, but somehow, boy, when they went to Ghana, they just started winning games.
What I like about this tournament the most is the two teams that I look on paper, I went, oh man, Jamaica and Barbados. And those are the two teams that made it to the finals. Calmeers, who I have criticized a lot, mainly for Test cricket, but he's been criticized by me. I thought his captaincy was superb. I thought he had a great tournament.
Calmeers?
Calmeers.
His captaincy?
Yeah, I thought it was superb.
He captaincy with 3 games.
I he did very well.
Because, you know, all those games we won, Miller was the captain.
Yeah,
The South African.
yeah.
And you see, as he shipped back to South Africa, Barbados wasn't really the same.
When Miller left, Barbados lost on him. I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna say no. But I'm not gonna take away from what Calmeers did.
Okay.
Well, once again,
Here we go.
Jason Holder has proven that he's a bust.
Somehow, you could just find somehow to blame Jason Holder.
Jason Holder took Barbados' hopes of winning and threw them away.
I will give you this before we continue. I think that was a mistake, and I think it had to be the captain's fault to bring Jason Holder up in a batting order in that finals. Because he came, maybe when you needed someone to rotate and hit boundaries, he was not that guy.
But he's supposed to be. They're saying he was that guy.
But he should have come in at number 6. Maybe just need someone to just swing. I don't just want to play no game like that. That is other guy for South Africa, Bosch, supposed to be in that spot.
What I will say is that I believe that particular move was a message from the coaches. If you look at Barbados coaches, Mr. Rodney Eswick, who I would love to have on the show, I believe made that choice. I have a lot of issues with his coaching. He's a very renowned coach. I would love to have an argument with him. But Jason Holder, very experienced, one of the most experienced players on this team, one of the most experienced players on the West Indies team. Once again, when it matters the most, failed. Had a great tournament, right?
Yeah,
he was almost player of the series.
Yes, almost.
Most important match, failed. The finals.
He failed
when it means the most.
He failed in a batting. I don't have too much complaint with the bowling. I know the feeling.
I'll tell you what, that joy of him bowling well is going to be shot.
But no, we talk about players. Brother King, they played series.
And first of all, he scored the most runs in the tournament and played for the team that won the tournament.
So Calmeers, I believe, gets second most runs, and he also gets wickets. And he was captain.
Interesting, because they had Jason Holder even ahead of Calmeers, because they had the race between Jason Holder and Brandon King.
I'm so confused with that one, but that's what I'm saying. How Jason Holder and Brandon King get any top 2?
I think Brandon King dominated with his batting
early on.
I give Brandon King his props. I think he deserved it. I think Jason Horder, anything remember he's the sweetheart. So anything he does is going to be there's going to be a magnifying glass over it, and they're going to expand on it and make it seem bigger than it actually is. Colin Meredith played extremely well. I think he deserves some love. I also think Raheem Carwell should have been in there as well.
He came in late, so no. But have there ever been a time they give it to an opposing team, the team that lose the play series?
I'm not sure. I do not remember that ever happening, but it might have.
Might have. I think it's an exception for this one here. I do not see where I can make play series. Nope. I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
Well, CPL was fantastic. It was over. But during the CPL, something happened. There's my hands head selector. He did this. He named the T20 World Cup squad. We had Captain Nicholas Perrin, Vice Captain Rob McCall, Yannick Corral, Johnson Charles, Sheldon Cottrell, Jason Horder.
Before going to you, Yannick Corral, did he play CPL? Where did this guy came from?
I'm a fan. That's all. I am a fan. I think he's perfect fit. I think he's been treated badly. Like, it took him so long to make the team. I think him not being eligible to play CPL. I understand what you're saying, but you admit he deserves to be there.
He have to prove it now.
You know, you got Jason Horder, Akil Hussain, Zari Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, which I find funny, Carl Mears, the real McCoy, Raymond Reefer, lucky fella, Odin Smith, and Shamar Brooks.
I would let me see how much say I would take out from here. I would put in. I would take out Evan Lewis. I would bring. I know you don't see a 2020 guy, but I believe in this guy so much. Sheawo. Yes, I said it. Sheawo. And I would take out. I don't see Hitman nowhere. I wonder why.
Hetmeyer once again bails on the West Indies. And like I've said this numerous times, persons who know more about this game than me have always backed him up, always told me, you know, look, this guy has everything it takes to be a superstar in this game. And I've always digressed. I always have my doubts, but because these guys have more knowledge, I digress, you know? I back down. I'm not backing down now. Hetmeyer can't have all that it takes because some of what it takes means playing. He doesn't do that.
Is it Hetmeyer's fault when you have to play, have a family emergency? I believe in my heart, Hetmeyer correspond with the board, tell these guys what's going on, and yet they still book his flight and make him the bad guy in this situation.
What would the board win by? What would the board achieve by that? The board loves him. They keep picking him over and over. Hetmeyer slaps the board in the face repeatedly. He disrespects West Indies cricket repeatedly.
You tell me now, you don't believe Hetmeyer correspond with them and tell him he can't make the flight?
He corresponds with them, telling him he can't make the first flight, okay. But they're not going to arrange a second flight that they have to pay for without you agreeing that you're going to be there. He missed 2 flights.
No, I think that was just to make him look bad.
What would they have achieved by that?
I don't know yet. These are the same guys that...
I strongly disagree.
These are the same guys that Andrew Russell, they played 2020 for a whole other tournament. Man said, why he's not playing for West Indies. He said ask them. Because he don't want to make them look bad.
Shamar Hetmeyer. First of all, I don't even know how he made T20 World Cup squad. He had a terrible CPL. His captaincy was horrendous.
No.
It was horrendous.
No, I disagree with that. I disagree.
It was horrendous.
I disagree with that too.
That was a popularity choice, and that man should not ever captain again.
Out of all of the captains who watched that CPL, Hetmeyer was one of the top captains.
You did not watch the same CPL.
I watched, man. Those guys did. sometimes those guys will be lazy around. Can you imagine the guys run up to the ball? That is a captain that's watching everything.
Rodman Powell, Dwayne Bravo, David Miller, and later on Carl Mears. Those were fantastic captains. Everyone else faltered. They came short. Hetmeyer was lucky that his team had talent, but his captaincy, he no problem.
Hey man, put his. You think I have talent? You look at Trinidad. Let me take a run that phone. Look at Trinidad.
And I did not want to say Kyron Pollard. I said Bravo.
Right, but no, you got talent. If you have talent and you have a good captain to make that kind of talent work, it still is just talent.
It can't, no, sometimes it works the other way around.
Because
Sometimes it works the other way
Trinidad had
around.
all the talent, and you see what happened. They had poor Ryan.
But those
They ran.
guys played under their ability. They underperformed.
Andrew Russell.
They underperformed. Even Russell, they underperformed.
I think that's down to the captaincy.
They
They did not play for Pollard, not one bit.
no.
But Maya, he got the best of those guys.
And that was the best. Then we want a captain that's gonna get better than the best. Hetmeyer was awful. I'm off this Hetmeyer. I used to back down because coaches and former players that I respect said that no, this guy has it. I don't think he has it.
I was on that train as well, saying, man, but he's winning me over, and I cannot let you bring on this guy like that.
Here's somebody that I've never supported, but he had a fantastic CPL. I understand why he's on the squad. That's Raymond Reefer. I understand why he's there. He has a fantastic CPL. But I heard you say you would take Evan Lewis out for Shea Hope. I disagree with that. Shea Hope, first of all, I think Shea Hope will play all three forms of the game. I think he can play T20, 1 days, test. I think he'll play all three forms of the game. I think Evan Lewis is still a better limited over batsman than he is opening. The funny thing with Evan Lewis, Shea, is that Evan Lewis was not passing fitness tests. Now he's on T20 World Cup squad, so I got a problem there.
Okay.
But I would take Raymond Reefer out, and I know this is going to be harsh because he actually played, he had a great CPL. But I would put Fabian Allen in.
I won't disagree there. But back to Shea Hope. The reason I say Shea Hope, because when I watch West Indies play Australia, we got the power hitters. We can hit the ball miles. But when the ball is bowling and you can't get the shots hit, you need a guy that can place the ball and run signals, and that's where Shea Hope comes in.
You know what? You might be winning me over with this, because that makes sense. That actually makes sense. When I look at even this T20 squad, when I look at this squad, there's no real workers of the ball on this squad. And you look at the other squads, they have two.
That is where we have talent, we have the power hitters, but that where those teams will beat us.
So what they've basically done with this squad is put a lot of pressure on Shamar Brooks, because now he's the only man on this whole squad that can do that.
Maybe Brandon King.
Even then, Brandon King is hit and miss. You know, for me, my biggest problem with this team is Fabian Allen is out. I think someone needs to fake an injury to get him in. For the greater good of the West Indies, we need Fabian Allen. What he does in the field, what he does in the dressing room, he just brings the best out of his teammates.
That's good. How about the bowling aspect of the team? Shadow coach, what do you think about that?
First of all, against Australia, they gave him the ball to bowl the last over against Australia. Madness. Madness. He's not going last over. No. I like Shadow coach.
So wait. Who gave me the ball? Who gave me the ball? Who was the captain?
That was Puran.
You know, for Ryan, we don't talk about him enough. It's not how everybody get licks for this show. But for Ryan, let's go through. Let's hear what for Ryan.
Puran is a fantastic batsman with a great future for the West Indies. He's captain. He's had moments of great captaincy, and he's also had moments of what are you doing. The thing is with Puran that annoys me is that I think where the West Indies struggle against spin, he's actually a very good player against spin, but he becomes over aggressive against spin and gets himself out. And I think my issue with Puran is as captain, I need you to lead by example. I think he loses it a little too much. He gives his wicket away a little too much.
Yeah, that's my problem as well. Sometimes, yes, the team bowls, the bowlers bowl well and start pinning them. But you know your ability. You have to believe in your ability.
I'm going to tell you, the last couple times I saw Puran back, no bowler was getting him out. No, I'm telling you, he gave away his wicket. These bowlers did not outsmart him. They didn't get him out, he gave away his wicket.
And as a captain, like you said, as a captain, when your team down like Congress, early o'clock, and then you come in, when you come in after Brother King got out, your team is looking to you to set a standard, and you can't give away your wicket. That bring on morale instantly.
But I take him over Hetmeyer because he shows up. He's there for the team. He doesn't miss a flight.
Back to him, man.
He doesn't miss a flight. And unlike Jason Holder, he wasn't supposed to be this golden boy.
What? He was a golden boy for Trinidad. Don't come with that.
No. Not like Jason Holder.
He got mentored. He got crafted by Karen Holder.
Jason Holder was supposed to be the greatest of the greatest, one of the best all-rounders in the world. And all he is an all-rounder that plays in the world. That's all he is.
You just don't give Jason Holder a break.
He's a bust, and I just want to work asset. He's a bust. It's like in the NBA draft. Would you call Kwame Brown someone who excelled? No, he bust. You thought he was going to be great. He wasn't. Jason Holder is the same more.
I disagree.